city grid streets, bicameral Congress, plumbing systems. I mean, you name it, everything you could think of, schooling and chemistry and mathematics, and they even had a metric system back then. Talking about, hundreds of thousands of years ago, they had a metric system. And so they literally, the whole modern society we have today came out of Sumer. There's a tablet that where Enlil is speaking, and he's showing his sister this crystal tablet, by the way, is what it's called. And he's showing her his plans for all time on this planet. The cradle of civilization, they call it the cradle of civilization, coming out of Mesopotamia.
What did they invent?
Roads, city grid streets.
We'll go on to Facebook too. Yeah, we're good on that. I think I'll just stay on YouTube, and I'm just on YouTube right now. I don't even think I have anybody in here. I don't even have my chat on. Let's get a chat going. There we go. Okay. Right there.
With the world in chaos, what's really needed is someone to finally make sense of human seemingly mad behavior, which is actually what Australian biologist Jeremy Griffith, who I consider to be the newest Charles Darwin, has done in this incredible interview. His world-saving breakthrough is the fundamental paradigm shift we need to save the human race.
I'm completely shocked after watching this interview.
How come I can see the moon sometimes during the day?
Oh, it is.
What is a denizen? I don't know what that is, bro. Do you mean like Denisovan? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Do you mean like a Denisovan?
I'm guessing you've all seen the videos about how our timelines are messed up. Like how it doesn't make sense in my brain that Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. But there's so many more of these weird history overlaps that I want to share with you today. And you...
Oh my God, that's the biggest lie I've ever heard. She said Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. And what I think she's showing a Mayan pyramid too. Oh my God. You see what I mean? They don't know. They don't know. This is why people that are not native cannot speak on our history. That lady doesn't even know what she's talking about. She's saying the Aztecs and she's showing a Mayan pyramid. Aztecs were not indigenous to North America, to Turtle Island. They came from Atlantis. That's where they came from. And they actually came from a cave system deep in the earth with 7 clans. And then the ones that that they came around when the colonizers came around. They were the last clan to come up to the surface, to the surface world, yo. The other ones forgot who they were. They were nomads. Their creation story is badass. They say in the first world they made giants. The first people they made were giants. Flooded them away. Second world they made monkey people, or they turned the people into monkeys. Third world, bird people. Fourth world, fish people. Now we're you guys, right? No, all of us. We're the fifth gen. We're all the new generation. We're not bird people no more. We're not fish people. We're not monkey people. And we're not giants. All that DNA lives in us because to make us, they went down in the underworld to get the bones of all those people. The giants, the monkey people, the fish people, the bird people. And they're all broken up. So that's why people are different heights too. So, and that's why some people are giant. It's because they use some giant bones. They use some monkey bones, and that's what they use. They use that and the clay and the ashes in their own blood too. Stardust, actual stardust. Ungwehue, they added a little extra stardust. For me, a little too much. A little too much stardust.
You already know that if you love the dark and spooky, you'll love the podcast. This one really got me, but
the energy and effort that
Jamie, pull up an image of it. It's very strange.
The earliest depiction of Jesus on the cross is called the Alexamenos graffito from the end of the 1st century, and it depicts an individual with their arms raised in an act of worship, worshiping a man with a donkey's head who's being crucified.
Whoa.
And it's mocking, right? Because crucifixion was for the lowest of the low. It was for, like, slaves. In fact, if you were a Roman citizen, you were banned from being crucified.
Who was it that got crucified upside down?
Peter.
Was it because, like, regular crucifixion wasn't good enough for him?
The story is that they say, we're going to crucify you, and he says, it's like too big of an honor to die like my Lord. And they say, well, we can fix that.
Oh, Jesus. Jamie, pull up an image of it. It's very strange.
Zor Valley was made from rock giants. They carved Zor Valley out before the twins came along. Yo, so I'm learning that you can hear Aztec and Mayan in our story. You can hear Aztec and Mayan in our story. I think you can hear Aztec and Mayan in majority of all of our stories, yo. If you listen to their stories all the way out, it's like, yo, we got that. Yo, that's our story. And it makes sense because they say that the ones that with the Mohawk were of their warrior nobility class of this Atlantean bloodline of like, you're like, of like high royalty, you know. And that warrior was like worn by like the eagle warriors and the jaguar warriors. And that's why we look like our Mayans, and they shaved their head back and they got the Seneca haircut and the patch of hair or just the mohawk, right? Their warriors wear that too, and that was like their special forces. The jaguar and eagle warriors was like their special forces, but they were also like royalty too. Like their government was their religion. The religion is the government. That's how it was over here. Like the priest, the highest priest would be like, yeah, it's what it seems like. It's definitely what it is too.
Strange. The earliest depiction of Jesus on the cross.
But there's different kinds of chiefs too. Sachems. Chiefs is their word. We got our own words. But chiefs for you guys, so you guys can understand that. And you know what? That's why you got 4 Mohawk kings. It's because they didn't understand. So they labeled chiefs kings. And if you look at them, hold on. Let's look at these 4 Mohawk kings. They're all tatted up too. My grandpa was Mohawk. They got face tats, yo. Got birds tatted on his face. Thunderbirds. Looks like he's got stitches or something. That's what it looks like, yo. And then he's got like straight up barbed wire fence. People that get, it's not barbed wire fence, but it looks like a fence, yo. Tatted, it's like lines going across his face, yo, like a Louis bag. This is how MS-13 gets tatted up today. Straight up, yo. This is how MS-13 gets tatted up today. They get the fucking fence on their face like that, yo. But yeah, yo, it's funny how they think we're Hebrews too. No. I don't think Hebrews got all tatted up like this. I don't think Hebrews were this cool. Honestly. Yo, I look like this one and this one mixed. I look like that one and that one. Both of them together. With all my tattoos too. But yeah, those were the 4 Mohawk kings.
Cross is called the Alexamenoscar.
Have you ever wondered what...
Oh, I get it.
These are ball bearings in oil as electric current passes through them. And we are about to see how this thing uses that concept to make plants, or at least influences their growth. As the current goes through the balls, they create the fractal vein-like patterns that you see.
I'm ready to send you headstones some flowers. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean, bro? Thank you. Appreciate that. But what does headstones mean? The fuck?
See in plants, leaves, particularly.
Headstone,
so where's the electricity coming from? Well, in 2018, they did a study on this guy. It showed how it can convert radio waves into electromagnetic ones. These two are made of the same stuff, limestone.
Is that what you mean, like a tombstone, bro?
But there's much more to it than that. If you haven't seen the first 2 videos, we're going to recap real quick. In the first one, we saw how Chichen Itza converts a sine wave to a square wave. This is vitally important for biology, acting as the master switch for cell division. To prove this, I took the sound the pyramid makes when you clap in front of it and recreated it using...
Oh yeah, there was a shooting at the pyramids, and you could hear the gunshots making shit like that too. I can take a DNA test to know my heritage. Taking a DNA test ain't gonna teach you your heritage. No, that's not how that works, bro. DNA test don't mean shit. Just because you took a DNA test don't mean you fucking shit. Honestly.
Using a synthesizer. As it converts, it pitches up the same number of steps that are in the pyramid. When you match the frequency to the cymatic pattern, you get the architecture of El Castillo. Now, here's where it gets good. So we know it's resonant. We know it may have an influence on soil conductivity. So where's the variety coming from in the most biodiverse region on Earth? Chichen Itza is just one design out of hundreds. I had to update the map with about 200 more sites in hidden history, which is live now, just to show how many are actually in this area alone. Each of them has a specific design and a specific resonance. Now, historically, we usually break the area up into cultures instead of looking at it as a unified whole. Over time, the entire area was terraformed by all of them. If you remove the dense vegetation of the Amazon, you see the same pyramid architecture as Mexico. The Amazon rainforest is almost entirely man-made, and if you watch this video, I showed you how they did it with a very special type of regenerative soil. We are just now discovering how big this project actually was using LiDAR. Essentially, if you're gardening the Amazon, you find some very useful plants, and then you bring them to a place like Marais, where you can control the...
Our people got Sundance, sun ceremony, sunrise, sunset songs. We got artwork that depicts the sun. We got a relationship to the sun. We're actually related to the sun. Sedwasi and Kagakwa, our daytime sun, elder brother. How I get to know my heritage. The heritage you were grown up in is your heritage. You don't get to pick your heritage. People got that misunderstood. You don't get to pick your heritage. It's something you grew up in. That's your heritage. People think that you can just go pick what you want to be and identify as. That's so weird to me. That's not a real person. That's a shapeshifter. That's a skinwalker right there, yo. You can change like that. You can be a person you're not supposed to be. That's crazy. It's a mental illness, I think. Someone must have not gave you enough attention growing up. That's probably what that is. So you want to get attention now, and now you got it, and you're fucking weird. And you know what I noticed about all these pretendians? I'm right about this. They're all weirdos. They're all hippies and weirdos, yo. Like, to see non-natives out wearing cheap ass pretendian fucking jewelry and copper and all that, yeah, that's a fucking weirdo, yo. Sorry. It's a fucking weirdo. You sound like a drunk. Listen. Oh, yo, today. That's racist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yo. So me and my girl were walking downtown today. I went and got some garlic knots from this pizza place, right? And we're walking, and then this big old Hanji standing up on the steps yells down to me, "Hey! Hold up. I'm bilingual. Muy bien." And I said, "Yo, that's racist to think that I speak Spanish." And she said, "Well, that's racist to think that I'm a drunk."
What?
And nobody said anything about her being a drunk. Yeah, like this all happened as we're walking past her, and she's just yelling down randomly to us, telling us she's bilingual, and she said "muy bien." And I just like looked at my girl like, the fuck. Did you wear red today? Put a one in the chat if you wore red today. All right, Mexicans, independence.
Dang, man, why your minds block me in the chat? What the heck I did?
What'd you say? Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna read your comments. I'm gonna read your comments right now. Hold on. Or geeked up. Just give it up, dude. This clown. Yeah, dude, that's why you got muted, because you're hating, bro.
I ain't hating. I was talking to somebody in the chat. He just went crazy on me. Like, what's going on here?
Bro, you're not talking to somebody in the chat. Who were you talking to in the chat?
I used his name, so I don't understand. But anyways. How you doing, man? How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. What's good? What, you got a question?
Yeah, man. I noticed. I don't follow you, but I'm on a For You page just scrolling, and I noticed I see your videos sometimes, bro, and it seems like you got this hatred against blacks. What is the problem? I just want to just ask about it. I ain't trying to get too deep into it.
No, bro, I don't hate black people, bro.
So So why all these videos? I see videos where you be having pictures of this, all this $5.
I think that you guys use that your blackness as a shield. You try to weaponize it. Like my people didn't own slaves, so you're a regular person to me.
Oh, it's 2026. We ain't going through no slavery right
Yeah,
now.
you know, and you know what? You're a regular person to me. Like my people don't really owe you anything, and your people have been harassing my people. So yeah, I go out of my way to expose you guys. And then you guys try to call me racist and all that, but my people have helped your people, and it kind of feels like a knife in the back that you guys would try to claim to be us. You can't. Two people can't be the original American Indians.
Okay, I've been in America 48 years, and I've never seen as you call, Indian.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You guys have no connection to real indigenous roots here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you've never seen a Native American.
Where we come from then? You tell me.
Africa. West Africa.
Okay, so when did we get here?
1619. And you guys stopped coming here on boats until the 1863. This last slave ship was called Clotilda. You should look it up.
Clotilda. Okay, yeah.
Some of y'all haven't even been here 200 years.
Yeah, I should have known that, man. Dang, thank you for giving me that, man. I'm gonna tell my mama about this, man. It's like, mama, man, this guy told me something today. He told us we came here in the 1600s on slave ships. I'm gonna see how that go. I'm gonna see how that work with her. But thanks, man. That's all I wanted, man. No disrespect, bro. I ain't gonna leave that alone. So have a good day, Chief.
Where the fuck do you think black people came from, bro? That's how you guys got here, was through slavery. Unless you're African, third, fourth generation African that came here recently. If you are, I'm sorry about that. But I highly doubt you're not fresh off the boat type African, you know? Nope, indenture servitude, buddy. Okay. You guys were Cabbage Patch babies, too. Breeding farms. That's what the breeding farms were for the Cabbage Patch fields. Why indigenous people celebrate it? Because they're confused. You got indigenous so did you know the majority of the white population is white, Latino, white, Hispanic, and they're calling the indigenous part of them Hispanic or Latino? No, the white part of them is the Latino or Hispanic. Those are Native Americans with Spaniard admixture. That's the Hispanic, or that's the Hispanic. The Latino is Italian. Christopher Columbus was a Latino. You're not a Latino. Most of the Mexicans are full-blooded. Those are your Mayans and Aztecs. Y'all are immigrants, liar? No, we're the original people. Original people of the planet. Asians in Asia are just Native Americans that migrated out of the Americas because life started here. Bro, if I'm white, you're definitely not black, bro, because I'm the same color as you. Sir Clopton. Sir Clopton, you're mulatto, bro. This is what I mean. You guys are not even real black people. You guys are hairy and pink. Straight up. You guys are not real black people. You guys are supposed to be blue and hairless. Real black people are Africans. You guys are all mulatto. All African Americans are mulatto. Why would we tell you anything now? You guys are trying to steal our identity. You guys want to learn now because you guys are trying to learn so you can copy it better. I'm your ancestors. You guys are freaking weirdos, yo. Yeah, black Americans are not full 100% African. They got European admixture. That would mean they're mulatto. Y'all came from us? No, we do not come from mulattoes. I'm sorry, Sir Clapton. Clapton, we don't come from mulattoes. I'm sorry. Yo, why is all the mulattoes having an identity crisis pretending to be American Indians? They're all straightening their hair, claiming to be American Indian, calling themselves copper colored. All the mulattoes, yo. You guys are so anti-black, yo. White supremacy has won over you guys. You don't even know what tribe you are. That's why they hate on me, is because we know what tribe we are. We speak our language, you know? That's why they hate. They don't have a real connection to this land or the earth itself. They're caught up in the material world. They're bots, yo. They're slaves to the system. Slavery didn't get abolished. They just legalized it and changed the name. Yeah, I got secondhand embarrassment for you guys.
Okay.
Mulattoes calling people white. That's your insecurity, bruh. I'm sure if we dug in your past, you'd have a white grandma in there somewhere. Not all of y'all are pure 100% African. This is what I mean. Black African Americans are mulattoes. You guys calling us white makes you look dumb. Because you're fucking part white too. You're probably more white than us. You're probably more white than me, dude. To be honest. That's what I'm saying, yo. Y'all are scared off. Yeah, you white. You show us their family. You white. Bro, you're making shit up. You're making shit up. They just get on here and say anything, yo. You literally just say anything. Where's my mods at, though? That's why you're still here? Yeah, whatever, bro. Listen, if I was... You say that I'm this big old pretending. Pretendians are calling real Indians pretendians. That's funny. That's funny. Did you guys wear red today? You guys are supposed to wear red today, yo. It's not too late. Why do blacks always do this? They're insecure. They're not comfortable in their own skin, so they try to make other people feel uncomfortable. Wear red for the MMIW today. Murdered and missing Indigenous women and children. Put it all red on. Good. Hey. Yeah, I wore red today too. Sell it to your mom. You know you already do. Mexican are not native. Not all Mexicans, you're right. Because a black person could move to Mexico, marry a Mexican, and become a Mexican. Yeah, so... Yeah, not all Mexicans are native. Hey! Hey! Shut up! I'm gonna cut... What What do? They fucking slit their voice box. Get their voice box, right? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna, yo. You don't fucking shut up. I'm joking. Where am I? It's like white South Africa saying they're natives to Africa. That's exactly what it is, yo. And then the Africans in Africa are fucking protesting to get all the immigrants out of Africa. On my Facebook, I reposted that. I said we should do the same to get all the fucking Africans out of America. Let's swap. But actually, now they got to go back to Europe. Let's get everybody to go. Let's just get the troublemakers to go first. See how that goes. And think about it. Natives actually made peace with the white people. Natives had peace treaties with the white people.
Evolution and then optimize those plants to grow in places like Chichen Itza. If we say these places are purely ritualistic, we're insulting.
Thank you for the gifts.
The ancient scientists who gave us the.
Two-row wampum. You stay in your lane, we'll stay in ours. That's what the two-row wampum basically is. Nah, buddy, you have to stay with the white people and they always need someone to bully. No, you guys, this doesn't make sense. You guys were free in the 1860s, and then in the 1960s, 100 years later, you went begging to go back to them, to merge, end segregation. You guys had your own movie theaters, your own water fountains. The fuck? And you fucked that up because you wanted to share with the white people again. You merged with the white people. You live in their buildings they built, or my people built. You fucking speak their language, make songs in their language, you wear their brands, you drink their liquor, you live on native land, right? You have nothing that is truly yours. You're not even in your land. You're displaced to the whole other side of the planet. So yeah, if I were you, I would be fucking mad all the time too. So I understand. I understand why you're fucking angry all the time. That's why. You're traumatized. Boy, shut up. You sound just like them white people. Bro, no I don't. I sound like my people, bro. You live in a black and white world. Just because I don't talk black doesn't mean I'm white, dude. And just because I'm not black doesn't mean I'm white either. Like, that's the thing. You guys, you're the downfall of your people. Your generation of your people. You got YNs. Yeah, yo. There's no future for you guys. You guys are like some selfish, entitled, fucking little, like, entitled for no fucking reason, too. Like, this arrogant motherfuckers, yo. Honestly. And then, yeah, yo. That shit's, people are seeing your true colors and that shit's over. I don't even listen to rap music. Why would I listen to rap music when all the rappers wish they were me? It sounds fraudulent now. It doesn't sound hard no more. It doesn't sound gangster no more. It's completely fraudulent. Kevin Gates, Waka Flocka, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, fucking Coolio. They're all fucking pretendians. Every single one of them. Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne, Kevin Gates. All fucking pretendians, yo. Who the fuck even are you? I'm not gonna answer that because you don't even have a picture, bro. Think about that. You don't even have a fucking picture. And you're saying, bro, who the fuck even are you? And you don't even have a picture. That don't make sense, yo. Like, it just don't make sense to me. Like your purpose in life. Show me proof you indigenous to America. Look at me. Just look at me. What do you want me to do, yo? Fucking make it rain? You want me to make it rain? What do you want me to do? You want me to talk to my cat? Talk to animals? You can talk to animals. You want me to give you an Indian name? See? God, G. So where did the word Indian come from? It comes from Indios, and God. They thought we're the children of God or chosen by God because of how pure and natural we were, yo. They say we look like Roman gods. What? It just got fucking flagged for body exposure. What? How am I getting flagged for body exposure? And sexualized behaviors. The fuck, yo? That's crazy. I don't even know what I got flagged. Yo, these people are getting me fucked. Yeah, I know. They'll find some way to fuck with you. Let me take a let me reset. Unknown. Shut up, dude. It's like you guys are just haters, yo. Like you got nothing better to do just other than be a troll, huh? That's a low life, yo. That's a low life right there. Just a hater, just hating all the time. Just that's a low life, yo. You should listen to that fucking song by Weeknd, Low Life, on repeat because that's what you are. Thank you for the follow, though. Yo, I seen a dead body today. Downtown. They're wheeling him out. They're wheeling him out, and he was already zipped up. And they put him in the back of a van. What state am I in? I'm in New York. Buffalo. Yeah, I'm fine. And it was someone that we see down there too. Didn't know him though. Buffalo was built by Black American soldiers, by the way. Be thankful. That's not true at all. That is not true. That is the biggest fucking lie I've ever fucking heard. Ever. Buffalo was built by my people. My people started Buffalo. It was called Seneca Buffalo Creek Indian Territory. And then they built a trading post right next to it, and they started built from there. My people came in the War of 1812. My people built all this shit, and then they came and burned it all fucking down, except for 3 buildings in the War of 1812. And then they stormed Fort Niagara with the British too. That's why when you go downtown, all the buildings, they got our language on it. City Hall got Iroquois language written on it. With the clans. It is true. You want to see? You guys want to see? Okay, let's see. There we go.
Okay, so crazy idea. We're getting tons of international interest. A global rollout.
Yeah, this is Buffalo, New York, 1901. You know, just stunning architecture.
And my
this
people
has a frequency. You know, we've talked
So
about
my people are builders. We are those bricklayer Native Americans. We are people of the longhouse. We lived in buildings. Sometimes the longhouses were 2 to 3 stories tall, a quarter mile long. We lived by clan. We had cities. My people are Onondaga, Great Hill people or Big Hill people. We are descendants of the mound builders from the Ohio River Valley of the Adena and Hopewell culture. So our people also are tall like the Tartarians too. They were also master builders. Our people also have ties to the Mayans too. They had builder gods. Actually, the Mayan, their god that came from the Mayans say they had a god that came from the west, and the Hindus have a builder god named Maya. He's a architect god. His name is Maya, and it means magic. And they also call him Mayan. And he went over here to build the temples and all that, yo, and teach them how to do that. But the Mayans over here, they have their own word for him. I forget what the word is for him. But yeah, yo, Aztecs too. They're not even from here. They're from Atlantis. We got ties to them too. We got ties to them, but we got ties to all the ancient cultures. That's why everybody's trying to steal our shit, yo. We got ties to all this. And then in the War of 1812, our people, there's massive fires and floods that happened from 1812 to the 1860s that buried half of these civilizations, yo. And there was a mud flood too. And they added 1,000 years too. We're on a different schedule. But still won't mention the Moor, but have Shriners in his tribe. Yeah, we got Shriners in our tribe, bro. And you know what? That's not a good thing, bro. They say that the Masons infiltrated the tribes. And I don't know why they would. I don't know. It's supposed to be a secret society, but the Shriners wear their fezzes. Shriners wear the red fez. But I think a lot of tribes got Masons in them now. Yo, that's weird. Like every tribe has a church, the Hidden Hand, yeah. And you know what? You got we'll talk
about
later.
this with frequency, resonance, fractals, all of these materials. You know, all the copper that was used. Every statue on top of these buildings had copper. Every angel on top of these buildings had copper. You know, and then you start to wonder, well, copper's only 1% of the soil. Where were they getting it all from? So Buffalo, New York. Look at that fountain right there, you know, right in the middle. just keeping the water intact. And then this is New York, Buffalo, New York, 1901. This was the sustainable buildings that people.
And that matches the Vatican layout, and it also matches the Mayan layout too, of Teotihuacan.
Were, temporarily building. That's what they were telling us. You got right there. There's more water. And see how the society who was building these, because I don't believe that, they were.
Look up what a Skywalker is. Haudenosaunee ironworkers, Iroquois ironworkers. We built Empire State Building, the Twin Towers, even the new ones. Brooklyn Bridge. Buffalo belongs to the Seneca. Niagara Falls belongs to the Tuscarora. Rochester belongs to the Cayugas. Syracuse belongs to the Onondagas. Schenectady belongs to the Oneidas. And Albany belongs to the Mohawks. All 6 tribes plus the Puspatuck and Shinnecock share Long Island.
Horse and wagon time at that time. But the society who was building this, look at how much they cherished water. I mean, there's so much water and fountains and all of this. And then you go to the next one, which you have a Coliseum in Buffalo, New York. A picture I don't think many people have seen, which is interesting. You have this, and that can be energy.
Is this the World's Fair?
This is the World's Fair, yes. This is the picture, and then
this is a panorama.
And even at the World's Fair, our people had world celebrities there from our tribe that were world celebrities. Not only at this World Fair, but every World Fair before that and after.
Electric Tower from the 1901 World's Fair in Buffalo. Just look at that roaring waterfall with water being pumped right in from the Niagaras. I'll show you footage.
Niagara means thundering falls in our language. We know that the thunder being Hanot, the equivalent to y'all would be like Thor, right? He shoots lightning bolts. Was a thunder being that lived underneath Niagara Falls. And then Nikola Tesla founded electric turbine underneath Niagara Falls. But we knew that the thunder being Hanot lived underneath there, and he shot lightning bolts with his bow. And that's what made Niagara Falls, was he shot a horned serpent and Uktana, basically a dragon, and it got caught on a rock.
The rest of this World's Fair in another video. But just look at this tower alone. Does this look like it was built?
We own Niagara Falls. You know how I know? Because my people built a 5-star, 5-diamond resort casino there. After we got done building all the buildings in New York City and even Buffalo too. And then look up the tallest building in Buffalo. Look up what it's called. It's called Seneca One Tower. And then our language is on City Hall too. And then they got a clan mother. They even have a Newtown clan mother statue standing downtown too. That's our shit, yo.
6 months later. I don't know what temporary material you're using, but in the harsh Buffalo winters alone.
Oh, you see it on my phone? The signal? Yo, isn't that weird? It's a video, but you can see the signal coming off the tower on the live.
Temporarily, and it would survive any inclement weather in Buffalo. And why would anyone waste their time with so much detail just for it to be torn down in 6 months? What a waste.
So I live in Buffalo Creek. I'm originally from Cattaraugus Indian Territory.
Those are the original names.
Most of the cities here are...
Those are the original names of all the towns in upstate New York. So you got Gowanda, Cheektowaga, Tonawanda, Niagara, Oswego, Schenectady, bunch of names though.
In our language, Gowanda, Niagara, Allegheny, Cattaraugus, Cheektowaga, right? Tonawanda, right? So there's a lot of... Our roots go deep here. We began here. You can even find parts of the original Garden of Eden in Western.
Yeah, the world's oldest forest was found here.
New York, actually. Like
it's in the Gilboa Forest.
Trees from the original garden of Eden.
Ashwagandha.
But anyway, this map shows all the highways and routes. So all these highways and routes are 1,000-year-old moccasin trail routes. Even the famous warpath.
Yeah, so all the highways and routes throughout New York were our trail routes. That's why you even got one going through the res. That's why they all go to the reses, the different reservations. They go right through them, actually, because they were our trade routes. And the creeks and streams were also our highways too. And the Finger Lakes right here, Seneca, Cayuga, Onondaga, Canandaigua, right? They're named after us. That's God's handprint, the Finger Lakes, because after they got done fighting between good and evil, right, over who was going to rule over us, was Hoenio, and he took a knee and blessed the land, right? And this is also where you find the world's oldest forest, the Gilboa Forest, the world's oldest forest on the planet.
Yeah.
Also, North America is the first land on the water too.
It's actually called the Seneca Trail. See?
Yeah, the Seneca Trail. If you guys ever heard of the warpath, a warrior going down the warpath, that's the Seneca Trail. That's the Seneca path.
So throughout history, you always hear of natives going on the warpath. Seneca Trail. Natives, we were mercenaries. We fought against the Americans, against the British. When they tried to put us against our own people, that's when we said, fuck that, we're not going to kill our own kind.
Yeah. They call us cowards.
Us merciless Indian savages because of our combat, our warfare. We had to teach them how to fight. They're fighting like chess pieces. We invented guerrilla warfare. So here's Seneca land.
Right.
Here's Erie County. Erie was the tribe that got us.
And then look at all the counties in our language: Niagara, Erie, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Allegheny, Ontario, Seneca. Ontario is or Genesee too. Genesee is our language. Geneseo. Ontario is Mohawk though. If it's got R's in it, it's Mohawk. If it's got L's in it, it's Oneida. Niagara, that's Tuscarora, I believe. But
assimilated to Seneca, and this was Buffalo Creek Indian Territory. Buffalo sits right there. There you go, Buffalo Creek Indian.
Downtown would be right here, this little spot. But we surrounded that. Downtown would be right here. The northern border of Buffalo Creek is William Street. So if you know where William Street is in Buffalo, that goes downtown right here, this is William Street. The northern border. That's William Street. So yes, that's us. All that. William Street, from William Street down. That's why we got the casino down there too. That's the Seneca One Stop.
In territory. So Buffalo was originally called Seneca. Seneca, Buffalo Creek Indian Territory. William Street.
Buffalo Creek, Deshonwe, Skehondi. Deshonwe, Skehondi. So Buffalo is Deshonwe and Creek is Skehondi. Deshonwe, Skehondi.
Downtown Buffalo is the northern border of the Buffalo Creek Indian Territory. Up here. So what this guy is showing is a railroad that's popping through the road on Bailey in Maine, in downtown Buffalo. And Buffalo
also, Bailey goes through our territory too.
Has a lot of old Tartarian architecture. There's a lot of fires that burned down all the buildings. The War of 1812, Seneca's raided Buffalo and burned down every single
Skywalkers built all the cities in the Northeast.
But
yeah, you can look it up. Native Americans built Empire State Building, Twin Towers, and the new ones, Brooklyn Bridge, all the cities in the Northeast. And then once we were finished, we came back to our tribes and built casinos on all our territories.
Buffalo also had the first elevator, the first street lights, the first subway. So there's a lot of like hidden gems in Buffalo.
Yeah, and then they got our language written on the buildings. They got buildings named after chiefs. They got their own buildings with their faces on it. They got a statue of a clan mother from Newtown downtown. And I found all these on my own from living out here. Me being from Cattaraugus Indian Territory and living in Buffalo is a protest because I'm off territory. I'm on territory. I'm off res. I'm on territory, off res, and I'm reclaiming stolen territory. Fraudulent treaties were made with our people, and they took this land from us.
I've done several videos showing you guys the architecture around there. My dad helped build this some of the building. He was a roofer. He worked on some of these buildings. He helped build the skyline. Yeah, and even with City Hall, you got Mohawk written on City Hall. So with Buffalo having all this old architecture.
Mohawk is Proto-Iroquois. Many Senecas spoke Mohawk too, because those are our brothers. We're both elder brothers in the Confederacy.
And all that. It's crazy that they would put our languages on the buildings. It's almost as
City
if
Hall.
Everything was ours.
These are on the doors of City Hall, by the way, of Buffalo. On the doors of City Hall in Buffalo.
And then they took over it. But this is just for people that have that woke mindset that reject what they teach us in the school system. We've been lied to, people. We have been lied. So on top of that, New York State is also known as the Empire State, and it is called the Empire State because the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. We have the world's oldest constitutional democratic republic, right? And it is also known as the Apple State. So right outside Buffalo, you have a town, inner city town called Cheektowaga.
Yeah, so Cheektowaga is, so the Garden of Eden is in New York, and I'm going to play another video for you guys proving that. I proved that myself. And also, it's just old information from the 1800s. This is even, if you guys need a white person to say it for you guys to believe it, I got them saying it too. So I know that's how a lot of your guys' minds work. You guys need white people to say it in order for it to be legit. And I got that. So anyway, the Garden of Eden being in New York, right? The oldest forest being in New York, right? The oldest forest being in New York, right? And New York is called the Apple State. What does that mean? If the oldest forest is in New York and New York is called the Apple State, what does that mean? And that's not even, that's the Big Apple, right? And our people, we have a town called Cheektowaga, and that's in our language, and it means crab apples grow there. Crab apples grow there. Cheektowaga, right? So that proves that the Garden of Eden is in New York. If the world's oldest forest is in New York, come on. The first garden, then. That is the first garden, people.
That is Seneca for Cheektowaga, and it means crab apples grow there.
Look, Cheektowaga is a town in Erie County, New York, whose name comes from the Erie Seneca word Cheektowaga, which comes from the crabapple tree, place of the crabapple tree, the Apple State, right? The Big Apple, the oldest forest. The names reflects abundance of crab apples in the area of the time of the first settlement.
So New York, the Apple State, right? The Empire State.
They're call it the Empire State because the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, also known as the Iroquois Empire.
About
the
League New York of Nations. Indians. Also, when they refer to the New York Giants, we are big by stature, right? Giant. we're huge. We're also the cannibals too. The only tribes that really practice that spiritually. Mohawk is near.
And it wasn't for like sustenance for a long time ago. Like you can hear stories of Hiawatha was a cannibal, and the Great Law Guyana came with the peacemaker, and he gave it up, cannibalism up. And so did Tadadaho too. He had snakes in his hair. They combed the snakes out of his hair. But the Garden of Eden also, if you guys need white people to say it for you here, white people believe the Garden of Eden is here too, in Missouri actually. And Elon Musk, that's why he was building his god in Memphis or whatever. Yeah, they believe that the Garden of Eden is over here. I know the Garden of Eden is in New York though. So
Narragansett for man-eater.
yes, please.
Also, Hiawatha, Tadadaho, they were known cats.
You're good.
So I'm gonna show you some pictures of my people. Usually you can find my people with very advanced style beadwork, wearing beaded crowns.
That's how they depicted Tartarian too. Look at that. Our people, our beadwork is different. We're different. We're different, y'all.
The New York Giants, the Empire, the Red Romans, the Iroquois Confederacy, the people of the Long.
Yo, Billy, what's so funny, yo?
House. We're the survivors of colonization and genocide.
We built star forts, yo. These forts that they had, they used Indians to build them. You know that, right? And these forts were built on top. These star forts, they were built on top of mounds. And those mounds were basically just buried pyramids. Some of them were mounds, but some of them were just buried pyramids. Like Cahokia, they started digging in there and they found bricks. This is what I mean. This is why they can't dig. Why you need a permit to dig past a certain level. Because you'll find remnants of the old world, yo.
Smaller tribes of these Iroquois-speaking people, the Erie, the Wenro, the Neutral, the Susquehanna, were adopted into the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. Mostly the Seneca and the Cayuga during the Beaver Wars. So Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, Lake Huron, and you also have Ohio, which is the correct pronunciation of Ohio, which is the Seneca word. It is not just upstate New York, western New York. It is the whole Northeast that was once our territory. That's why Ohio is in Seneca language.
How do you guys like that one? Was it very informative? Man, I gotta get back in the groove of that. I don't want to lose it because I haven't been posting as much lately. I'm gonna send you a request, Billy Whitaker. That was dope. You learned some knowledge, did you? Good. I'm glad, yo. So only your people had star forts? Yeah, only. I mean, you see anybody else making fucking star forts like that? Hold on. There we go. Just look up Iroquois Star Fort. They were in dung huts for sure. So like the way a longhouse would sit would be like that. They'd have a longhouse like that, a longhouse like that, longhouse like that, like that, like that. Even at Fort Niagara, they need to put a longhouse there. But even like right here, they'd have a longhouse like that. The Susquehannock were the ones doing it. And I got all that on my shit, y'all.
Seneca leaders gathered with local officials in West Seneca today to commemorate the Buffalo Creek.
Oh, yeah. And you know, Buffalo is ours because this is City Hall right here, and they got Iroquoian language written on the doors, right? And they got tribal stuff all the way up there. Plus, my dad worked on all the buildings down here too. We were Skywalkers. We built this shit. Also, that's not even the tallest building there. The tallest building in Buffalo is called the Seneca One Tower. Hold on. What's the name of the tallest, hold on, building in Buffalo, NY? Hold on. Look at this. What's the name of the tallest building? Oh, in Buffalo, New York is the Seneca One Tower. Oh, okay. This one. Right here. That big ass building in Buffalo. That's the Seneca One Tower. That's how you know we own that shit, yo. But anyway.
Treaty of 1842. That treaty restored Seneca possession of the nation's Cattaraugus and Allegheny territories. This annual event takes place at the Charles Birchfield Nature and Arts Center in West Seneca, which stands in the area where the original agreement between the Seneca Nation and the United States was signed.
When we had to compromise Buffalo Creek, and we gave that away so that we could have Allegheny, so that we could have Cattaraugus, so that we had a place to live and raise our families. But more recently, 70 years ago, New York State just trespassed right through the Cattaraugus territory and took nearly 3 miles right of our land. And that dispute is still in the courts, but it's something that is relevant today.
Today's event included a number of guest speakers and an Iroquois dance demonstration by Marty Jimerson and Indigenous spirit dancers.
My cousin. Okay, this looks interesting.
The digital life. It can get a little weird these days.
Yo,
That's why we built Web Roots.
Watching this guy talk at meetings and stuff, yo. When I was a kid.
My name is Richard E. Nephew, and I'm a counselor for the Seneca Nation. We're here for the 170th commemoration of the Buffalo Creek Treaty. We do this every year to mark a tragic history of the Seneca Nation, but also, I guess, if there's anything to celebrate is that we're still here and still able to come back to our homeland. The first one of 1838 was really a tragic time for us. It was a culmination of some of the most terrible behavior that human beings engage in, such as bribery and greed, and
this is
all aimed at getting the Senecas out of what is now New York State and getting our lands. So it was a terrible time for us. We lost Buffalo Creek, we lost Cattaraugus and Allegheny, Tonawanda at that time in the 1838 treaty.
Yo, baby goes. Do you see what that says?
It was a pretty dramatic event in United States history. When the Senate went to ratify the treaty, it was a tie vote, and the Vice President of the United States broke the tie, ratifying that treaty. That's a pretty dramatic event in their history. But due to the terrible conditions that an outright and obvious fraud committed in that 1838 treaty, compromise was developed with the help of friends. Actually, the Society of Friends, the Quakers, did a lot to help us at that time. culminating in the Compromise Treaty of 1842, where we regained or kept title to the Cattaraugus and Allegheny Territory, but we still lost Buffalo Creek, which was a great prize to many of that one of our lands. Well, in the 1830s, Buffalo was one of the biggest cities in the country, I believe, and was a port on the Great Lakes for shipping. And
I don't know where I fucking heard it last night, but they said the way we're gonna all go is we're gonna lose our legs, yo. We're gonna lose our legs, one leg and then both legs, and yeah, we're gonna become helpless. And I'm saying that because that's what happened to my grandpa. My grandpa died that way. He lost his one leg, and then when he lost his other leg, he died. Yeah, yo. I forgot where I heard that, yo. But that's how they say we're gonna go or something, yo. Like, I forget where I fucking heard it, though. Yeah, yo, it's fucked up. How that happened? Diabetes. And that's how it goes. That's how it happens, yo. You don't take care of your feet, and they chop it off.
Of course, we were like the suburbs here at Buffalo Creek. And there was mills, fertile farmland that people wanted.
No, it wasn't his fault because they sued the fucking hospital and we got for wrongful death and we won, bro. Because he died when they cut his other leg off, bro. So it wasn't his fucking fault. You don't speak on, especially on someone when someone died. You don't know all the facts, bro. So especially don't ever speak on anybody else's death situation because you don't know the facts, bro. It wasn't his fault because we sued the hospital for wrongful death because he died when they cut his other leg off. So it wasn't his fucking fault.
Fire. And also was expected to be the terminus of the Erie Canal down at the mouth of Buffalo Creek. So this was a valuable tract of land that, you know.
Yeah, bro, but it wasn't his fault he fucking died, bro.
Outside interest wanted very badly. Yeah, I think there was a big difference in the way, in the concept of holding land, even to this day.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of fucked up, bro. Yeah, and I see you in here a lot, always hating, dude. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Always hating. Anytime that guy comes in here, block him every single time. He's always in here hating, yo.
Today, Senecas don't fence their land. You know, we hold it and use it in a community sense. Now we have allotments, but you know we don't fence our neighbors out. That contrast with the European and American point of view, where everyone is kept out.
Alright, this is kind of boring. Okay.
Students with ADHD save 10 hours studying with this Chrome extension. But no.
Secret piece of their history.
Yo, dude, what's so fucking funny,
will host
bro?
a panel discussion tonight on Seneca.
Yo, you can come
Indian
up or I'm gonna block you, bro. You're just putting LOL in the comments the whole time. I don't know what's so funny, bro. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm talking about a dead relative. So what's so fucking funny? It's always like motherfuckers that look like that too.
Park. It's a spot in South Buffalo where archaeological digs have actually turned up artifacts that date way back to the 1500s, and it's a spot where a park was built upon a cemetery. It may look like a peaceful city park, but this spot has a storied past.
This area became Seneca territory, and it was part of the Buffalo Creek Reservation. And there were council fires held on this site, and it became a burial ground for Native people.
That's right, a burial ground, one that was once the resting place of Mary Jemison and Red Jacket. Jemison's remains were moved to Letchworth Park, and Red Jacket is now buried in Forest Lawn. But according to Red Jacket descendant Melissa Leonard, it's still a burial ground.
We're standing on sacred ground.
Yes. There are remains in this area currently, so it is a sacred space.
It's also one of the last remnants of the Haudenosaunee presence on the Buffalo Creek Reservation. And Melissa says it's land that should still belong to the Seneca Nation.
It should not be a public park as it is. It's a cemetery, and it was designated a park in the early 1900s by the Larkin family who do.
And you know what? It's not even really a park because nobody fucking goes there. I went there and it was there was nobody even there.
Donated to the city, and the intention was to preserve it.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's the whole thing. It's just this on the corner of a street block. Behind this, it's all houses, 2-story houses like this. This is literally the corner of a block in Buffalo. And it's not a park. Nobody goes there or anything, but it's a mound too. It kind of goes up on a hill.
But what was missing in that ceremony and that decision were Native voices. And
yeah, so it goes up a little bit. It's like a little mound, the tiniest mound ever.
The Senecas protested that designation. There's a news article from 1912 talking about the Senecas were here at the ceremony, kept in the background.
Well, their word's going to be heard. Joining Melissa on the panel.
They didn't even play her whole fucking thing. They cut her off. Kept in the background.
Salamander story with Mark Hoffman, and any Mormon will know this story because they'll say, no, that was fake. No, the actual story was true from Joseph Smith, that he was digging for the plates at the time he was supposed to, and he saw them, and a toad was guarding them. And by the way, he only does this on the fall equinox. It gets interesting. But this toad turns into something like a man. This is the quote, something like a man, and punches him in the face and doesn't let him have the plate.
And these are fucking Egyptian golden plates found in Seneca territory. Just by the way.
It was quite the process to get the plates, apparently, for years and years and years. He had to be worthy to receive them and do all these things. And that was part of that. So when I heard that, he said it was running in the forest and it was like this toad, and then it turned into a man. And I was like, whoa. And then it had him dig. And I was like, oh my gosh, like sounds just the same. Well, the Mark Hoffman thing, he came out and said he was this like exquisite forger. Okay. He liked to trade for other like expensive books or like old historical items. And he tricked the church, so they say, but they ran with it. And this seems so strange. So they take his word and these documents, they don't apparently, he was very good at forging. So maybe they really did believe.
Guys, we're going to do a $50 Cash App goal. Let me, there's this fundraiser thing. I want to see what this does. Add fundraiser. Oh, never mind.
Believe they were real, and they were paying him for these items. And one of them was this story about almost the same thing, but in this story, it was changed to a salamander. If you know anything about the occult at all, like a salamander has been forged by the fire and can't be burned. Like Paracelsus talks about this. This is a Knights Templar representation. It's way better than a witch's familiar, i.e. toad, right? And so
was it a white salamander? Because if it's a white salamander,
story goes out and they print it everywhere. They have a magazine called The Ensign, and they put it in The Ensign. They put it all over. They advertise, oh, look at this proves, Joseph Smith. And then later, the guy supposedly killed 2 people with bombs and then tried to kill himself with the same bomb that he killed the people with, but he didn't do it right for him. Seems weird. And then he's in prison. To this day, he's alive. His name is Mark Hoffman. And he all of a sudden quit singing like a canary and shut up because he one time tried to supposedly take too much medicine.
If he's a shallow, early 19th century frontier farm boy, not well educated at all, we should have figured it out by now. How did he do this?
It's 200 years later, and we're still scratching our heads.
That's right. I would understand you and even respect your position if you say, well, it's just not enough for me. But if you say there's no evidence, that's flatly not true. There is evidence. God intervened and the Book of Mormon is true and it's real and the plates were really there. But the evidence for me seems to be really clear and I can't explain it away. If he's a shallow, early 19th century frontier farm.
Learning more about these plates, yo. These golden plates in Seneca lands, yo.
We are all a work in progress.
Yo, he learned from the natives, yo.
1827 in rural upstate New York, a young lady leads a mob of angry, disillusioned men to try and find buried treasure. You see, this group had spent years using magical instruments to try and find treasure, and no one had ever succeeded. No one, that is, until...
You can. Here you go. There you go, Rebelette. There you go. You're mod. You're mod now. Wish granted. I need a mod on YouTube, and you're there every day, so block out the hate for me, okay? Thank you. Light-skinned natives destroyed in war. To go G or G, yeah. She likes that. Yeah. Okay. Good girl. Her name is Gianya. Gianya Goisagi Go Yayasu. Monkey gorilla.
There's a tribe that knew they would be preached to about the Book of Mormon. On a podcast, Sean Littleton, Nelson Man and Cheyenne tribal leader, made the following statement.
The actual Book of Mormon was prophesied among our people. It's not just the Book of Mormon. It's prophesied to be one that would come. His Cheyenne name among us was All Sewn Up Man. One of our, I guess you would call it, prophets or seers.
All sewn up man. Like they're his clothes. He's got clothes all sewn up. His shirt is all sewn up to his, like, because obviously your shit is all sewn up, right? Your shit's all sewn up all the way, right? And they had shirt, coat, pants, socks. All they had was their hands and their face sticking out. So all sewn up.
Among the Cheyenne people saw him, and he was sewn up in some kind of clothing, and it was wearing a kind of a modern day suit. Was Joseph Smith. So he was the all sewn up man that would bring forth the little book that was based upon our ancient records of our people. And they looked for him, and when they finally found him, they said, "This is the church for us."
There's a tribe that knew they would be preached to about the.
William Clayton was the perfect. Another issue is.
What?
Kitty, come here.
Hey, yo, everybody spam W's in the chat for Rebelette. Everybody spam W's in the chat for Rebelette. She made the $10 donation. Many Yahwehs. What a historic moment. Mormon prophet was proclaimed king. Alright. Enough of this shit. That's what I want to watch. Somebody get me a tattoo kit. Somebody get me a tattoo kit so I can bust out some tattoos. And then you come to me and I'll tattoo you. I'm an awesome fucking tattoo artist, yo. I am an awesome fucking tattoo artist. Get me a order me a tattoo kit, and you come to me, I'll hook you up with a tattoo. The Cult of Nature Boy. Hey. I found something dope we can watch all together. I think I'm gonna reset my live so we can all watch it. Alright? I'm gonna reset my live. We're gonna watch this together. Come on, yo, what the fuck? Okay, we're live. Okay. The first day of death, month of the flower carpet, year of the third house, our sun has concealed itself. Our sun has grown from our vision and has left total darkness. You guys like that? You guys like the setup?
The first people of the Valley of Mexico saw a comet as an omen, a warning from the old fire spirit to pay attention, to praise, to sacrifice, and to work together. During the time of the creation, the Tezcatlipocas, the four natural forces of the universe, gave of themselves to provide all that was needed for life and to set an example for human action.
Did you hear that? That sounds like the four sky dwellers. This is Aztec. If you are Haudenosaunee, you either heard the four winds, you got the four winds, right? Or you got the four sky dwellers. Hatdiakgionyo.
This is their story, painted by hand in the style of the native Mexican people of the 16th century.
Listen to real history.
In the beginning, it is told. In the beginning, it is said that in Omeyocan, the place of duality, a place both female and male, dark and light, near and far, harmonious and violent, Huatlique, mother of creation, and Deo, giver of life, give birth to the four forces of the universe, the four Tezcatlipocas. The yellow Tezcatlipoca is the first to be born. He is born in the east, the region of light, where the sun is born. The black.
How's the sound? Is the sound okay, guys? Is the sound alright?
Tezcatlipoca is born in the south, the region of the thorns. Only he is called Tezcatlipoca, smoking mirror, keeper of memory, and lord of darkness. The red Tezcatlipoca is born in the west. He is called Quetzalcoatl, keeper of intelligence, precious serpent, spirit of the wind. The west is the resting place for women who die giving birth, and warriors who die in battle. The white Tezcatlipoca is born in the north, land of the dead. He is called Mictlantecutli, Lord of Death. It is a land of continual renewal. 600 years pass. From the four Tezcatlipocas, the givers of life choose Quetzalcoatl, Lord of the Dawn, and they choose Tezcatlipoca, Lord of Night, to create universal order. Time, space, earth, wind, fire, water, humanity. Tonacatecutli and Tonacasihuatl, our Lord and Lady who give us our flesh, are watching the creation, are watching the work of Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl.
Their first task must be to create a world.
They each want their own
flag,
way,
yo.
their own power. They are as different as day and night.
It will not be easy. Tezcatlipoca has become the first sun.
The people look like giants, big giants, eating acorns.
Quetzalcoatl has already knocked his brother into the darkness. Someday, they will see him in the stars.
So this is the first age, the giants. You have this DNA in you if you are Ungwehun.
Jaguars are eating the first people. Look, only their bones remain.
It is Quetzalcoatl's turn to create the second creation. He has chosen Xelxudlique, spirit of the waters, to rule.
Did you see that? It has rained so hard and long that the people have turned into fish.
This year is one house, and the day is for one. It has rained for 52 years. Ah, it is Tezcatlipoca's turn again. He has chosen Tlala, spirit of the rain, to rule.
The people are eating seeds like corn. They are turning into turkeys. Their feathers turn dark from the smoke.
There, Quetzalcoatl is sending a rain of fire, gravel, and slivers of red flint to destroy the work of his brother, Tezcatlipoca.
The third creation is gone. It was called for rain.
Quetzalcoatl, spirit of the wind, will create the fourth land named Four Wind.
You hear that? So the first one, they said it had to be the four sky dwellers. So that would be the four sky dwellers, and then now that would be the four winds. So you hear Haudenosaunee teachings and Aztec teachings.
Tezcatlipoca comes once more as a jaguar to destroy the work of the wind spirit.
The houses, the trees, everything is blown away by the wind. Even the sun is blown away. The people are...
So these people became disrespectful and they got turned into monkeys because they stopped worshiping God.
Turned into monkeys.
Nothing is left.
Look what you've done. My beautiful creation's gone. Just bones. All that is left are bones, bones, bones. And smoked turkeys, butterflies, and dogs.
Dark spirit, you used my power against me. The people, the houses, the mountains, blown away, washed away. Nothing remains. And we were chosen to make an earth that stands in balance and a sun that moves. We have failed?
Maybe not.
Let me think about this.
This has got to be left hand and right hand. Good mind and bad mind.
You have the power of the day. I have the power of the night.
That's definitely, yep. Left hand, Flint. He rules during the night, and sapling, right hand, good mind, rules during the day.
If we let our differences be our allies, just think, just imagine what we could create together. Imagine a time of flower and song, rattles and gourds, jade and fine plumes, black and red ink. Imagine water and hills, eagles and jaguars filling the next creation. First we need to make an earth and a sky, but what can we use? Lantecuhtli. The great Cayman will be the earth and the sky.
Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl are making space for the sky.
They are dividing it into 13 levels.
There must be a moon and clouds in the first level and stars in the second.
The sun will cross the third.
The morning and evening star must live in the fourth and the rest of the planets in the fifth. The sixth and seventh will be green and blue, and in the eighth wind will...
They're talking about all the heavens, the layers of heavens. There's 13 of them.
Scream like knives.
The lords will dwell in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and the 12th levels.
The highest level is the 13th, the level of knowledge.
It looks like they have the twins.
Omeyokan, the place of duality, home of the mother of creation.
Duality, left hand, right hand, good mind, bad mind, yin and yang.
And the giver of life, our home.
Like going to Tonawanda next week. No. Why would I?
Now they must create the earth.
The earth is to be the first level of the underworld. They are struggling to capture Tezcatlipoca, the great king.
The earth mother. Look, she bit off his foot.
It has turned into a smoking mirror.
His foot is a smoking mirror.
The Cayman is getting away. Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl are turning into giant serpents.
Look.
Ah.
They have torn the great Cayman in half. Half is the sky, half is the earth. She suffers. We should teach them how to sacrifice.
We will sacrifice our own blood so that all the fruits of the earth will grow from her body.
Out of his ear?
From her hair will spring trees and little bushes. From her skin will grow the delicate grasses and tiny flowers.
Yo, they're talking about Mother Earth, right? Or Sky Woman. And that's a Haudenosaunee teaching because corn's being squashed grew from her grave. Sacred tobacco grew from her lungs. Strawberries grew from her feet.
Oh, how she suffers.
Eyes will spring wells and caves. From her nose will rise the mountains. And from her mouth, great rivers will flow.
for Patricia. She made a donation. Many Yahwehs to Patty.
The new earth is hungry. She cries out to be fed human blood.
Yahweh.
Humans can only come from the bones of our ancestors, and they are in the land of the dead.
Someone must retrieve those bones. Who would like to go? Who is strong enough to go? Precious serpent, you must go.
Yes, yes, you go to the land of the dead and bring back the bones. Take your Nawali with you.
Go. Take Shalot, your Nawali, your spirit guide.
Nawali is dog in Nawa. If that's the case, Dagoji is cat in Iroquois. Nawali, Dagoji.
Go down the Jaguar Path through the primal waters. Go past the serpent guarding the road. Beware as the mountains crash together. Avoid the mountain of obsidian. Fly straight through the wind that cuts like knives.
Past the waving flags.
Be cautious at the 8th level. The dead return there. It is their place of birth. At the very bottom, the 9th level, where the rulers, Meklan Dakudi and Meklan Tiwa of the underworld dwell, is the place of no chimneys, where the air is thick with smoke and ash from the bones of the first 4 creations. It is the place of eternal transformation.
There you will find the bones.
Greetings, Quetzalcoatl. You endured hardships when you came to this land from your precious mountains, from your precious waters. I marvel at you. I admire you. Am I to believe that you came to visit?
The new earth is hungry. We came for the bones of our ancestors. We must create new humans again.
New humans. You already made and destroyed 4 creations. Bones rain on me. Am I to believe that this new earth is more precious than the others?
This 5th creation was made by Tezcatlipoca and I through sacrifice. It is good, but now we need humans to carry on our sacrifice. Humans to feed the sun and the earth.
Good. Good?
Yo, I know you ain't talking to me.
Good only comes from hardship. Go around my mountains, my waters 4 times, and if you survive, salvation, only then may you leave with the bones. Now go. 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 You humans. Stop them.
This that 50% European DNA talking. You're 50% European DNA talking? Because based on your profile, you look fucking pink. You're not blue. You're supposed to be blue.
That was some trip. Are we still alive?
Quick, sound the shell horn.
We are doomed.
We're watching it right now.
In this place are no chimneys. There are no holes. Now we will become the bones.
Shh. I hear them coming to help us.
Who?
Shh.
This isn't my tribe, though. This isn't my tribe. I'm not Aztec. We're just watching it because they have a lot of... I watched parts of this last night, and they have a lot of our teachings and a lot of our own stories in this, so that's the reason why we're watching it. I'm not Aztec. I'm Seneca. Seneca. Yo, they're not even from here, yo. They're from Aslan, yo. Aslantis. You know what I was thinking? You know how they depict Aslantis or Atlantis? Like a circle. Was Atlantis Turtle Island and they killed the turtle and it sank? And that was Atlantis? And we all had to come here? And that's why we were in the Stone Age when they found us, is because we were fucking trying to fucking we weren't in the Stone Age, but you know, I'm just bullshitting right now.
Are we sure they would die? Well, since you are here, still alive, take your bones. Don't let them take the bones.
I will take the bones.
Take the bones. Take the bones. Take the bones. Take the bone. Take the bone. Take the bone.
Is Quetzalcoatl really carrying away my precious bones? Stop him, kill him, dig a pit.
Quetzalcoatl is running away with the bones.
Watch out for the trail. All the bones are scattered and broken.
What do I do now?
Since things have turned out badly, let them turn out as they may. Since the bones are broken, the new people will just be different sizes.
That makes sense.
Precious Serpent and his Noale are crossing the mountains.
They are crossing the valleys.
They are coming here to Tamuwanchan,
The place of life.
the place of origin, marked by a broken tree.
Paradise, our home.
Home of all our relations.
Those bones must be ground before the humans can be made.
Kilatzli will grind the bones. They must make an offering of themselves to bring new life to the bones.
To make human life possible.
From this day forth, all midwives will remember the words of Shelshulikwe, spirit of the waters.
Eagle warrior, ocelot warrior, valiant warrior, you have come to arrive on Earth. Precious necklace, precious feather, precious noble one, you have come to arrive on Earth. Take this water, receive it. With it, you will be able to endure. You will grow. You will develop, and you will be able to live on Earth. My children, may this water remove the bad. May it remain in your body. Quetzalcoatl, here are your little creatures. You have sent them, you have given them to the earth, a place of pain, a place of torment, a place of penance. Now, you dwellers of Tamoanchan, give them your spirit that they may live on earth. He belongs to the battlefield there in the center, in the middle of the plain. Here are the shield, the spear. Take them. She belongs to the hearth, there in the center, in the middle of the courtyard. Here are your instruments of life, the reed basket, the spinning wheel.
Yeah, they are.
Take them.
We're gonna take a break after this.
Go to Earth, where you will undergo hardship, where you will undergo fatigue. Go.
We'll finish it though.
We will plant.
And she will spin and weave.
They will have many children and never be idle, but always work.
They are hungry. They are here because of our sacrifice. They deserve their life on Earth, but now they cry. We have created humans to care for the Earth. Now we have to find them food. Quickly, what will we feed them? Where will we look?
Precious serpent will find the food.
Look, he sees something already.
Uh-huh. Oh, little one who carries things. Where did you get that kernel of corn? Oh, hard-working one. Tell me, where did you steal that piece of corn?
I do not steal.
If you are honest, tell me, where did you find it?
Why should I tell you?
The new humans are hungry. Please.
Far, far away, there is a mountain filled with seeds.
Please take me, little one.
No.
Please.
No.
Please take me, little one.
No, no, no.
Take me!
No, no, no.
I'm sorry. Please, take me, little one.
Okay, follow me.
She will take him to the sacred mountain, filled with amaranth, chia, beans, and corn. do you think?
Oh,
Everybody
I
spam
like
W's
it.
for Gio
It
right
could
now.
be
She made
eaten with
a
every
donation.
meal, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I do.
This is the divine word. Corn will be the food of all humans. Precious serpent, bring the mountain back to us.
Dang, we're $17 away from reaching our goal. Too, guys.
He has failed.
Look at the
Who can
clouds.
strike the mountain and scatter the seeds?
It's a small.
He is Nanawatsin, the humble one. He must ask the spirit of rain for help.
Look at his nose. That's what's up. Hey, oh, Becky. Hey, shout out to Becky. Hey, Becky, with the $20 donation, we did reach our goal, guys. Everybody spam W's for everybody that was able to help us reach our goal. So thank you guys so much. Many nyawes for helping us reach the Wisni Wasan Owista goal.
Call the crippled one.
So after this video, we are going to take a break, guys. Hell yeah, appreciate y'all.
There goes Nanawatsin to the caves of the rain spirits. He must get lighting from each of the 4 directions.
So you guys now officially watched the Aztec creation story. How's it feel to learn some North American history? It's Central. There is no Central. It's North America still. How does it feel to learn North American history like this? There's a part 2.
Hello, right now I'm a RT technician.
Dang, there's a part 2, but I don't got time for part 2.
Thickness and VT.
But I'll catch y'all later, though. Damn, there's another part 2 that's 30 minutes long. We watched part 1. We'll have to finish part 2 another time. So, spam W's in the chat. This is how we like to peace out every time. We like to let everybody know we're winners, we're warriors, we're war whooping all the time. We put up W's for the indigenous people and all the relatives. We speak up for the relatives that can't, you know. So I love y'all. Thanks for helping me reach the goal today. If I don't hop on, well, I'll be on tomorrow for sure. And till next time, eskunge. Peace.